morning, welcome back to the prep series at the moment. I'm just eating my meal one. I'm not going to make this seem like it's something exciting because if I do that, I'm not talking about the meal. I'm talking about starting a prep series because if I make it all exciting, it means I'm going to have to be consistent as fuck with it. So I don't want to 100% commit to that, but I'm going to try to commit to as much as I can. So nonetheless, cream of rice, blueberries, dark chocolate, protein source is chicken and veg, which I'll have after I finish this. And then we're just watching some YouTube, a bit of Machiavelli motivation. It's inspiring Alana to start becoming an open bodybuilder. Coffee as well. And then we're going to train back. I don't know where I'll see you next. I might see you at the gym. I don't know where I'm going to see you. I just realised I was like this the entire time because there's sun in my eyes, so I look a bit stupid in the video. Sorry.
Okay, so change plans. What happened was I was going to go to the gym and then I decided to come into work, do a little bit of my work and then head off to the gym. I just feel like I need a little bit more time to digest my food, which is always a priority. So today's session, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run you through what exercise I'm going to be doing. I'll put a little bit of a clip over the top just quickly so you sort of know what it is, and then obviously you're going to see the training clips as well. So it is back today. So first we're going to do deadlifts off a block. Then we're going to do a lat pull down. Moving into a hammer grip seated row, a low row, and then I think it is it's an overhead bicep curl, and then I think it's a hammer grip rope bicep curl, off memory. That's just quickly going off it because obviously it's a new training split, so a little bit has changed, but the next clip will definitely be at the gym, and you'll see it.
In the city and I'm lurking 50 bird. If the brother's on the L, then I think you know the word. All the whiskey in the luggage and it's going to a third. Everybody in the area ain't messing with the herd. In the city and I'm lurking 50 bird. If the brother's on the L, then I think you know the word. All the whiskey in the luggage and it's going to a third. Everybody in the area ain't messing with the herd.
Oh, we're going to sit down and a bit of a chat. I had to make sure the house was presentable because if I posted a video like this and Alana saw that the house wasn't presentable, she'd probably kill me. But, so I thought this first video, I obviously didn't elaborate too much on a lot of the stuff this morning. It was just more quick, get into it. Here's some training clips, first ep. But what I sort of wanted to talk a little bit more about is the reasoning, I guess, behind competing. And a lot of the changes that are sort of happening, at least towards me. So let's get into it. I know the last time you would have seen one of these videos is me saying that I was going to prep in 2025. And that was on the agenda. And I obviously was working with AJ Morris. And, you know, a few things sort of changed. I sort of found that I sort of found my love for bodybuilding was starting to slip a little bit. I wasn't enjoying my training, or at least the training that, you know, training style that sort of AJ worked with. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't really express this with him. I didn't express that I wasn't really enjoying the training style. And I probably should have, and it would have been good for me to have done that. But I didn't really enjoy it. And I sort of found that I was falling out of love with bodybuilding again. And, you know, I feel like I still needed a little bit of accountability when it came to, like, I guess, a meal plan more than anything, or having a little bit more structure to a lot of the coaching. And that's nothing to say anything against AJ, because AJ has some incredible athletes. And, you know, there's a few people that obviously I know that are coached by him, and they do really well. And it's nothing to say that, you know, it didn't work. And, you know, AJ prepped me great. And obviously I did as well as I could have. But, you know, I just found towards the back end of it, I wasn't really enjoying it too much. And, you know, I stopped working with him purely because it was just, you know, I just feel like I need something different. So then obviously what happened was I went into coaching myself for just a little bit, just to more enjoy it again and just get into everything again. Then obviously went back to where my original prep began, and I went with my brother, Michael. So he's now coaching me, and he's been coaching me probably for the last 15 weeks, 20 weeks maybe, at least, like, proper coaching me. And it's been good because it's been a little bit more of a collaborative approach to the, I guess, the coaching side of things. And, you know, it has been quite enjoyable. Michael just was giving me macros to begin with, and, you know, I was sort of fitting my own meal plans in. The training was a little bit more collaborative. I told him this is what I wanted. He told me what I needed to work on. He was doing, and still is doing, obviously, all my supplementation. But now, as soon as prep started, Michael is all hands on deck. So he's doing everything, except there's probably a little bit more of a collaborative approach towards the training, because I said to him, I want to be able to enjoy my training. I want to be sort of focusing on the things. I just told him, what do you think I need to work on? What do you think I need to focus on for the prep? What do you think I need to upkeep that a little bit more? And that's sort of what we're focusing in on at the moment. But I did a lot of my own training. So it is a bit more of a new block, and he obviously just made some, you know, ideas and expressed some things that we need to change. What happened was Michael gave me my starting macros, and then I catered and structured a bit of a meal plan to it all. And now from here on inwards, Michael pretty much has the meat and potatoes of it all, like the bones, and now he's just going to manipulate everything throughout the entire prep. Supplementation is Michael's forte, so obviously he's on top of all that for me. I do toy around with it a little bit more, but he knows more than I do, so I just let him take the reins with that. And then obviously all the timelining and stuff like that, mapping everything out, Michael is in charge of that for the time being. Now, the biggest thing here was, why am I competing and what am I competing in? So I am competing now because I thought, what a perfect time to compete while I am still not as busy with comp prep clients and, you know, lifestyle clients and all that kind of thing. Don't get me wrong, I am busy, but I feel like if I don't take the opportunity now with the way our business is growing, me, Michael and Isabel, I feel like I'm probably not going to have an opportunity to prep in such good circumstances and good surroundings. We have over 20 athletes competing in Season A alongside myself and Isabel. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge. Like even today, for example, the dates came out for a few shows, for the IFBB shows, and we're sort of trying to map out now. We're like, oh my God, like we have this big firm belief that we want to be at all our clients' shows, and it's made it a challenge now because there's lots of shows on the same day as other shows, and we're going to be running around like headless chooks. So that just goes to show right now, as we have 20 people competing in this season, and there's no doubt to say that in the coming seasons there's not going to be more, especially across the few of us that we have in the business. So it was now more than ever to get it in. And the next one was, I am no longer competing in bodybuilding. I have gone back to my roots. I'm competing in men's physique this year. Not to say there's any particular reason. I do feel like leg development's still an issue. That's not why I've dropped down though. I have purely dropped down because my shape is built for men's physique. I'm a men's physique built athlete. My delts, my chest, my top line is all big. That's where a lot of my development is. Over this off season, we sort of knew coming into it that I was going to do men's physique, so we really focused on bringing up my back, and it has helped. You know, I'm zoning in on a lot of my posing, especially for the men's physique category, just to make sure that it is flawless, because I feel like the posing at this year's shows weren't that great for men's physique. Not only that, it's overall the shape side of things. I feel like the waist can get small as I get leaner. I'm very good at like contorting my body to make it look even smaller. Sorry, I meant smaller, not leaner. And it's just going to be better for me. It's going to work out well. So I will be back in the board shorts. and I think it's just a smart decision as far as me as an athlete goes. Shows that I'm doing, don't know yet, haven't really put a firm lock on anything, but I will definitely be doing an IFBB show as a natural competitor still, just for something different to do. I've always wanted to compete in IFBB. IFBB is obviously what I look up to the most, and it's just one of those things where it'll be really good to get my hands into it and just give it a shot. Like, I won't go into it with any expectations. So, you know, most of the people that do compete in it are enhanced, and I'm not. And if I step into that show and even place, you know what, even if I'm first call out as a natural competitor, I will be over the moon. So there's not going to be any heartbreak with it. As far as the other shows and stuff like that, at the moment, it's a little bit up in the air. But I will be doing most federations at this point. So ICN, AMB, MBA, and we may be looking at WMBF as well, just as something different there. But that pretty much wraps up this video. It was a short, sharp one. I do apologise for that. There wasn't much talking. There wasn't anything mic'd up. I just wanted to get something out for the start of prep. I don't know what the next video will be. It might be a mic'd up session. It might be a full day of eating. It could be anything. I'm going to be as spontaneous as I can with this. I'm not going to put I got really worried about putting like a thing on it where I'm like, I'm going to post every week, or I'm going to post 2 times a week, or I'm going to post every day, or like just anything like that. I don't want to put that pressure on myself. And I know back into prep, everything gets hectic. So for the time being, I don't want to put any timestamps. Don't expect a video next week. You might get a video next week. You might get a video at the end of the week. I don't know. But you know, I really appreciate everybody, and I'm hoping that you guys are coming along for this journey. And yeah, that's about it. Sorry for the rambling. If you watched this and you got to the end, I appreciate you. You're a fucking real one. And if you didn't, fuck you. But otherwise, man, catch us on the flip, and I guess we'll see you on the next video. Peace and love.